What's up, everybody? It's your boy CJ, the Internet Warlord, coming to you live and loud from the great state of Meth Dakota. You know Meth Dakota. It's the state just south of North Dakota, that Dakota. The state formerly known as South Dakota until the Queen of Meth, Governor Kristi Noem, declared by proclamation that we're all on meth, and since then the world has never been the same. I have never been the same. My life has dramatically changed. And this morning I want to come on and rant. Just want to come on and rant a little bit. I need some coffee first. Real quick. Where's it at? Brand banner. I haven't done this yet, so I've been. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, this isn't set up there yet. Oh dang. Oh dang. Oh well. If you're my friend on Facebook, if you're my friend on over the internet here, I want to give something back to you today, and even just a small little way. So, all of my friends drink coffee. All of my friends need the the liquid in the morning that allows them to function throughout the day without wanting to kill and go postal on anything and everybody. So I've got a good friend, Devin Saxon, Maple Drip Coffee, mapledrip.com. And if you go to mapledrip.com, place an order, use the promo code Warlord for your order. You will get 20% off on your order. So Warlord on your order on the promo code at mapledrip.com. Get you 20% off your order. And tell them CJ sent you, because that's how you do it. My house is a disaster. We're heading to we're heading to Washington for Christmas this year. And my house from wall to wall is just a disaster, and it's driving me nuts today. How many of you have that feeling, like, oh man, I just, like, I need a bigger house? Well, that's where I'm at with this. I need a bigger house. I can't continue to live in this little tiny house anymore. So this is a rant. Hey, morning, Mr. Baxley, Mr. Dangle. See you guys here. So again, last night did a broadcast for our president, Mr. Cash Jackson. He's sitting in a jail cell there in Logan County, Arkansas. I've been told I need to, make sure I don't go off at the hip and, start firing rounds downrange. Oh, now I'm seeing Adam versus the Man was arrested recently. I don't know what to tell you. I haven't been in touch with Adam Kokesh in a while. I'd be interested to find out that information too. Just weird, how you speak out against the crimes the government commits, and then the government comes after you. And that seems to be a growing pattern. Pattern. Yes, Matt. Cash got locked up yesterday. The video's all over. It is interesting. Dick. I need coffee though. This is the best coffee. Family owned, operated, Lenox, South Dakota. You will make the order, and they brew the beans. That's pretty awesome. So, Adam is refusing to see the judge. I would too. These people traffic people for a living. These people, Adam and I might have had our disagreements on some things creatively or directionally, and it's ultimately his show, so we parted ways. But that doesn't mean I want to see the man sitting in a jail cell. And so for me, it's stupid obvious that there is retaliation for what we do in speaking out against government. Because those that have a vested interest in protecting their child and human sex trafficking rings, you heard me right, they're human child sex trafficking rings. And you know what really bothers the shit out of me? And I think that it speaks to our national commander, Dick Liberty, and how intuitive he is, about, I wanted to bring up some recent activity that's been happening, and it's not just me at this point, but phone calls. When you make my phone ring, and I don't know you from Joe Blow, and you try to get me to start saying incriminating stuff, I think that's a red flag for all of us, because what really bothers me is that these people that are persecuting and pursuing us are the ones that are the true criminals. They're the ones that, like I said, they traffic children. They put them into their sex rings. It's not up for debate. It really isn't even up for debate. Whether or not they're doing it, they're doing it. And if you are stuck at, no, my favorite Republican isn't sex trafficking children. No, my favorite Democrat isn't sex trafficking children. If you're at that point of denial in your life, you're already fucked. Like, there is no saving you, okay? And so I want everybody to understand, and in our nonprofit, when the president's incapacitated, there is ascension in our organization. And I do not want to, nor do I wish to be the president of Veteran Liberty Network, but given the circumstances and with the board given the direction, I will act as president pro tem of Veteran Liberty Network. And with that being said, I want everybody out there that has been influencing my president to realize this, that I see you. I see you. I see the ones that influence him in the proper, appropriate way, the ones that encourage him, the ones that are there for him. I see all of you, and I see the ones that sit there in those little rooms in the dark little corners of the internet and think they can conspire against him, but be his buddy. I am the internet warlord. There is nowhere you can hide on the internet from me. There is no chat group that is safe. Your connections are ultimately revealed in due time. And I have told Cash about several people that are still active today that think that I don't see through them. I see right through you. And I've had these conversations with our president. And the difference between me and you is that I don't have a problem saying the things that need to be said. Okay? And I certainly, if anybody that watches my relationship with Cash, we don't always, or we're not always like, yeah, buddy, good job. Yay, high five. Sometimes we got to get that grind going. Get on it, Mr. Vice President. Get on it, Mr. President. Like we have a give and take relationship. But in the building of that relationship, I've told Cash, you will find out who your friends are. And a huge tell last night, we had up to like 50 viewers. And I don't know if this is an internet thing or if this is just we're finding out that there's a whole audience of people that want to watch him suffer. But as soon as we stopped discussing anything and started giving people the opportunity to come on and speak themselves, and this was the test last night, we went from 50 to like 10, 11. We ended with 12. So if I was Cash Jackson, next time I get out of jail, because he'll get out of jail, he didn't murder anybody. It's like, you fucking idiots realize that he's not like this violent guy you all the government would think he is. So when he gets out, I'm telling you, there's fat that needs to be trimmed from this here body of an organization, and organizations that have tried to get close to Cash that do not have his best interest at heart. And we will weed you out. And there are organizations out there that have helped, that are legitimate and that are genuinely good people. So I don't want to deter anybody that may have thought I was talking about them. Trust me, you'll know if I'm talking about you and your organization in regards to why my president is sitting in a jail cell right now. Now, I do want to also say this. There have been several people that have reached out to me that don't like the fact that I'm discussing that Republicans are just as guilty as Democrats in the human and child trafficking of our children. Okay? And I want you guys to know something. That is the number one red flag for me when it comes to looking at you. If you start telling me, no, CJ, you can't accuse this Republican Party of treason. No, you damn well sure I can. I absolutely can. And I have, because they are. I am not going to protect your favorite Republican. Sorry, I'm not sorry. I don't have very many Democrat friends. In fact, most of my Democrat friends don't even call themselves Democrats anymore because the party went too far that way. So it really is a tell to me who in this organization does not have Cash's best interest at heart, nor the rest of this organization. And it really tells me that we need to focus on bringing on people that see it the way that it really is, and not with the political spectrum glasses like, oh, one of my favorite Republicans. Just because you can hang out in Republican circles doesn't mean they aren't trafficking children. It doesn't mean they aren't sex trafficking children. I mean, isn't that a sad world we live in? Listen, folks, here, I'm gonna tell you something. If you don't think that Republicans, I want you to use the comments right now. I got 7 of you watching live. One of you has to statistically be a Republican, okay? One of you, okay? And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something unprecedented, okay? I'm going to take the comment. I'm going to take the link for this broadcast. And if you can't get on here, if you can't type this in, if you need to, if you can't click the link. If you are a Republican this morning or a Democrat that would like to tell me and say to me that your favorite statist politician is not trafficking children, there's the link. It's in there. Now, I'm not saying come on here and talk fluff. If you agree with me, don't click the link. I don't need another attaboy. I don't need another, I agree with you. I mean, and so here's, for example, probably somebody who would like to believe that your favorite Republican or favorite Democrat is not a human and child sex trafficker. It's not about political affiliation. I disagree with you. It is actually, that's the cover. That's a divide. It is, because so many people, that mom that's sitting there just rooting on her favorite Republican right now is also not realizing that under the table, Republicans and Democrats shake hands and traffic people and children. I see my brother needs to take his morning poop. Good morning, my brother. Make sure to go to mapledrip.com and get your coffee. This is the best coffee in the world. Oh, you know when you're waiting for your coffee and you only got like that much of the pot brewed and you're like, screw it. Woo! It's that strong kick right in the morning. That's the stuff that makes the bowels move. So nobody joined me. Is it unanimous? Do we call that unanimous? It is unanimous. Your favorite Republican, your favorite Democrat are all not the new guy that just got elected. No, he too. Your favorite Republican, your favorite Democrat, your favorite, whether they be a congressman, a senator, a governor, they are complicit to treason and sedition. Plain and simple. It is a giant human trafficking network. It is not people that are sitting there taking kids in the middle of the night. It is they are doing it in broad daylight, and they are using the government as the vehicle to do it. So it is about political party, because when you say it's not political affiliation, yes, it absolutely is. It is political affiliation. They do it in Republican states. They do it in Democrat states. I could see where you'd probably say, oh, well, they're both doing it, and maybe that is the case. But it is about political affiliation, because that is the big secret. That's what they don't want you to realize. Left and right is just a layman's terms for divide and conquer. So okay, Jason. Well, bye-bye, buddy. You could click the link too, but you don't. Instead, you just sit there and watch, and I interpret what you say. When you disagree with me and comment, and then I disagree with you in response. Bye-bye, buddy. I don't care to see you again. You can either click the link and defend your point, or you can just stop watching. There's millions of other people on this planet that'll placate to you, and it's not going to be me this morning. So, good morning, Leah. How is your day going? But again, your favorite Republican, your favorite Democrat, and I don't care who they are. I don't care what their background is. I don't care if they are a veteran themselves. I don't care if they put out the best Christmas cards every year. If their ass is not discussing the fundamental problem with our government being a one giant human and child sex trafficking ring, if they're not openly discussing that, and they want you to talk about foreign country issues, and they want you to talk about everything but human trafficking and the government's role in that human trafficking, and how they've set it up in the government for human trafficking to be possible through their unconstitutional court systems, if they're not saying the words I'm saying, you can bet your ass, I promise you, they're involved in it. Or if they speak out about it and they tell the truth about it, what ends up happening is they lose their position in the human and child sex trafficking ring. And so they don't want to talk about it because they want to keep their position in the human and child sex trafficking organization. If that makes sense to you. Are you an adult? Does that make sense to you? Do I have to look at my camera and belittle my camera for you to understand what I'm saying to you this morning? Jason, again, I'm not going to placate this morning. I'm not trying to diss you. I offered you to be able to go live and defend your point. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Leah says, good so far, Hope. You hope all is well with you and your family. It's not. My family is in distress right now. My family's in distress. My brother's in a jail cell. And it's weird to me because there are millions of people that would hear me and go, oh, he's not. My favorite government official isn't a child sex trafficker, CJ. You're just crazy. I don't see Governor Kristi Noem sex trafficking children on her Facebook page. I don't have time for your level of stupid this morning. I wish I did. I wish I had a full hour just to break down that level of stupid for you. Do you know how many children go missing a year in America? Do you know how many veterans commit suicide? Do you know how many parents haven't seen their kids in years on end when prior to family court, nothing that declares them unfit? Do you know how many? It just gets rhetorical at a certain point, don't you think? Don't you think? Like, I like to think like everybody watching me, all at their in their opinion, believes that they're better than me at some point. I have to believe it. Like, oh, this guy right here, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Rah! Well, you're watching me and you're listening to me this morning. And so if you pride yourself on being smarter than me, I find it rather insulting to both my intelligence and your claim that you would believe that you wouldn't sit there and realize what I'm saying. And if you can listen to my video and still go, my favorite governor isn't sex trafficking kids, I cannot help you. You are lost. Yes, Leah, that is what I'm talking about. They cover it up. That's the point I'm trying to make. And then they use their court systems to cover up their corruption. So people like my daughter's child molester get away with it. And you know what? That's coming to an end too. I promise you. You guys, I'm about to file something here in the California court, and I'm ready to go to war with them too. So Justin Heathman and Christina will not be able to hide forever. That's a fact. That is a fact. But I know exactly where my daughter is. I know exactly where she's at. I know where she goes to school. Yes, Leah. This is what we see. Leah, I believe Leah understands where I'm coming from. I believe that you understand where I'm coming from. They use Title 4D, written in male pronoun language, for a court to set a bias, to remove the father. They do so 85% of the time. They do it to 15% of mothers, so that way there looks like there's some semblance of mothers that are just bad, shitty mothers out there. And then once you've removed the legal protection of Title 4, or once you've moved the legal protection of the custodial parent, once you've removed the protections from the non-custodial parent, when you have two parents, they have protections. It's like a shield for the child. When mom and dad are together, they can shield the child from the government. And the government wants to get to your kid, and they will. And they have multiple facets and multiple ways they can do it. And what they'll do is they'll separate the father 85% of the time, the mother 15% of the time. Now that child only has half of their legal protections. Usually mom, and they've heard this story, mom goes and finds some wackadoodle, a fly-by-night boyfriend. They abuse the kids, and obviously they separate and all that stuff, and the mom is distraught. She's the victim now, even though she put herself in these positions, ignored every red flag, etc., etc. You've been there. I know it. We've seen it. And so you have to watch the new boyfriend abuse the shit out of your kid. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're the non-custodial parent. And then, of course, they sit there on the internet and they play their victim card. And you find millions and millions of other people that have followed the same playbook. And so now that the mother is extremely exposed, And again, you don't see many Title IV-E cases against fathers, but Title IV-E language is written more in a maternal post Title IV-D language. That's specifically designed to attack mothers and to get the mother away from the child. And again, I'm not saying it hasn't happened to fathers where they've lost kids to CPS. I'm sure that happens. CPS, child services, DCF, whatever the lettered traffic agency is for your respective jurisdiction there. So blows my mind, and we sit here and we know this. Again, I'm not saying there aren't good moms or good dads out there that aren't victim to this. I'm not here to judge, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to tell you what I see. Let the government take care of your children. Look at how well they manage everything else in their control. Well, see, but that's the problem, Mike. Some people are like, yeah, I want government control, and they don't. Freedom, that's overrated. That's the way they think. So, for me, it's pretty obvious what they do. It is what they do. It's how they operate. And then you go through it as a kid. You go through it and then you go through it as an adult, and you see it full rounded, and you're like, yeah, why would I ever have to pull any punches for your favorite child sex trafficker? Does that make any sense to you? You're asking me to cover up for your favorite Republican sex trafficker. I don't understand it, and I'm not trying to. I don't want to understand why you think I should protect Republicans. Oh, that's why you guys all want to win elections. Oh, that's right. You want to win elections. You don't want to be known as what you are, the child sex trafficking ring called the United States government. You don't want to be known as that. You want to be known as the freedom-loving, liberty-loving Republican from the great state of insert here. That's what it is. You don't want to understand that people like Governor Christie Noem tell you right to your fucking face, I'm the CEO of a corporation. Oh, I thought we were a constitutional republic state, not a corporation acting as a government, let alone the governor of the state admitting it. I wish her well. Remember who said that. Hold on. I'm sure I wish her well has been stated many a times. The government would need about $2 million of your tax dollars to take care of each child. Yeah, and that is the racketeering. That is the cottage industry right there. They can put a quantifiable figure on it and know that, and in this math, it's 2 million. 2 million per child. And that's not to include the wages they'll generate, the influence you're going to have on them generationally. That's not going to include all the stringent factors that are sitting there blatantly obvious. You can influence kids in multiple ways to guide them multiple different positions there. My brother says, fucked up this world. I'm glad I don't have any children. It's almost child abuse to bring a child into existence. I like how you said almost child abuse. It's almost child abuse. Then, you know what, brother? We might get to that point. And to be perfectly honest, I'm going to bet that breeding becomes a government-controlled thing as well. It already was in China. Or is in China. So... I mean, they can force a shot down your arm. They can force sterilized people. They can force anything. If they can force this, COVID shit the way they have, which again, by the way, it just means the common cold, as we discovered yesterday with the Corporal Major there. So, and just for the record, I knew it's just the common cold. You know, people started asking, why aren't they saying flu? Why? Like, it's like a Mandela effect to me almost. Like, oh, I thought we had the common cold. Where's the flu? Oh, the flu's disappeared. You know? That's what Trump said. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yes. I wish her well. Remember who said that? Yes. That's what Trump said when Ghislaine Maxwell, or as I like to call her, Ghislaine Maxwell. Because when you meet her, you're going down the jizz lane. That's terrible comedy right there. I don't know why anybody sticks around for this shit. You'll need a license and permit to have a child. Say goodbye to one more liberty. Well, you already do, Matt. You do need a license to have a child. It's called the birth certificate. And if you don't have that thing, you don't have any rights. That's why I haven't seen my daughter in 7 years. Her mother and stepfather committed kidnapping by controlling the birth certificate fraudulently. Let's see here. I wish them well will be the new Let's Go Brandon. Nah, I think Let's Go Brandon's going to fade out probably next year or two, maybe 3. Depends on how long it takes the old geriatric pervert to be kicked out of office. Or there is like 0 chance that Joe Biden is going to be able to, there's going to be 0 chance that guy is going to be able to make it another 7 years as president. Like, you guys are fucking stupid. If you think that you're going to keep a geriatric pervert propped up at the podium for 7 fucking years, you got another thing coming. Democrats are just as fucking stupid as I say they are. Oh, so I've made fun of Republicans and Democrats. Oh no. Where do I politically belong now? I've alienated myself from all your social fucking constructs. Fucking great. So with that being said, you guys, I got 15 minutes or so until I'll be meeting up with the team at VLN. We're going to be discussing Cash's situation here, getting updates for people. So if you're relevant and pertinent to that conversation, the link is in the description there, or in the Telegram there. I need to blow my nose right back. This is great television, folks. Great freaking television. Ugh. You know what I need? I need like commercials. When I need like an extra minute, I need like a commercial. Like, hi, have you ever had your rights violated by the government? Has your child or yourself been involved in government sex trafficking rings? Like, the world. And you know what? It's funny because it's not like this is ever going to be the popular message, right? Because most people, that's what they're looking for on the internet. They're looking for somebody to regurgitate to them their talking points that they can uniformly agree with without there being any debate or any conversation around it. It's you better give me the same talking points that I watched on Tucker Carlson last night, or else I'm tuning out. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Left cheek, right cheek. Either way, we're getting shit on. Either way. Yes, and no truer words have ever been spoken. All right. They are just 2 cheeks of the same ass. And you want to know what proves it? The president of Veteran Liberty Network. He starts saying, I'm considering running for governor of Arkansas, and then he starts talking about his run. Oh, that's Mama Jackson. Good morning, Mama Jackson. I don't know if you're listening to me live ranting right now, but I'm live ranting. No, you're good. Nobody can hear you though. Oh, yeah, hold on one second, Mama Jackson. I'm going to click the link here. I'm going to click the link here. I'm going to go over to here, and I'm going to find the lovely Mama Jackson. And I'm going to click your name. And did I already send you one from yesterday? Oh, wait, hold on. All right. This is the new one for today. And okay. Well, hold on. I'll send that to you. Yeah. Yep. Leah wants to tell you, good morning, beautiful. Yep. Yep. So I'll send that to you in a text message, Mama Jackson. And Claudia is already backstage, and she's got full control, so I'm sure she can see when you pop on. I'll send you the link here in a minute. Oh yeah, no, you're fine, Mama Jackson. We still got time. We're not recording this. This ain't going live. It's just a meeting, so that way we can get everybody on the same page for this. So, but I'll see you on there soon, Mama Jackson. Yep, bye. I love Mama Jackson. That she has done so much for me that helping her in any way is the least I can do for what she's done for me. And she needs it in a text message. And it's Mama Jackson. And it's here. And boom and boom. StreamYard. All right. No problem, Leah. I like passing along kind messages. Mama Jackson is one tough woman. I bet you in Mama Jackson's prime, she could walk into an all-male biker bar and walk out the president of their motorcycle club and whoop everyone in there's ass. And they'd thank them. They'd thank her for it. And she'd tell them, you deserved it. I picture Mama Jackson being quite the rebellious soul. But yeah, love Mama Jackson. So Uriah, glad to see you're still at it. I've never left. I keep telling people I am only, in all my beautiful, glorious wonder here, I'm only 36 years old. And God willing, if I have another 36 years on this planet, shit's going to change around here. Jimmy, morning. See, I'm live on Facebook again. You know, just talking my coffee talk here. I got grounded from Facebook for saying I think all yeah. I just realized I was about to say and repeat, and now I'm about to be cut off. Yes, sentiment. Yes, it blows my mind. I'm sitting here talking about the human child sex trafficking rings known as your favorite government official, and yeah, that's where I'm saying, like, when we talk about our president and these judges and threatening public officials, I laugh because you threatened people who are literally sex trafficking children. Do they think that they are going to be the ones that are morally in the right here? Leah, I didn't want to, when you said you got grounded for saying this, and then I was about to say that, I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'm going to be grounded too. But yeah, no, I agree with your sentiments. But yeah. I'm just saying. I'm more of like a wood chipper go, brrr, you know, but you know, and that's neither here nor there. But my point being, your favorite Republican, your favorite Democrat, they all are involved in it. And I am so fucking tired of watching big crowd after big rally after, well, for certain, people. I'm tired of watching it and going, I understand now why Hitler was able to do what he was able to do. I understand why Mao was able to do what Mao was able to do. I understand why Putin was able to do what Putin's able to do, why Xi is able to do what Xi is able to do. Because people would rather suck the tit and kiss and lick the boot, or suck the tit, lick the boot, kiss the ass of their favorite dictator. Because and when they believe in their minds that by sucking up, I mean, think about it, what are you gaining? Like I watched this one guy. He's a diehard Trump supporter, a friend of mine. I love the guy. Think he's brainwashed as fuck. But I watched him sit here and defending the Republican establishment, not even Trump, defending the Republican establishment. And I'm sitting there like, who are you placating to? Do you think Mitch fucking McConnell is watching your goddamn broadcast right now there, guy? Hey, buddy. You think fucking Ron DeSantis is fucking watching your broadcast at fucking 7 in the morning where you're basically, covering for their fucking human and child trafficking by just placating and kissing his fucking ass? Oh, I like Ron. He's a great guy. I think he's the best fucking guy we've ever had. He's a veteran. I love that guy. Really? I wonder if we went and looked up Title IV funding in the state of Florida, if we would find out that Florida actually collects Title IV funds. Oh, they do. They do. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's contradictory to what you say about your favorite Republican. It's time for guillotines. It's time to raise the boards. It's time to sharpen blades. We just can't take this anymore. It's nothing personal. We gave your way a try. We're sorry, but you at the top all have to die. Ugh. I don't know. I'm just trying to find a little bit of my day. I got a few minutes here before I gotta go, so voting is an illusion. But I will say this: you're only as free as you can make yourself. That's it. Nobody can make you free for you. You have to make yourself free for yourself, for your family. The more free you are despite them, the more free you are in their faces, the more blatantly obvious you're not going to capitulate to their scam. That's all you can do, and eventually, one person at a time will wake up to it. And I'm sorry to tell you, kids, if you're listening, you're 18 years old, you're fresh out of high school, you're done with all their algorithm program childhood stuff, and now they're going to put you through their adult algorithm system. Once it's your turn, and you're 36, and you fast forward, how many years is that? Let's see. 18 years. Holy shit, man. I've lived 18 years twice. Yeah, math. Funny thing today. So if you're half my age and you're watching, when you get to 36, it gets even more fun because they have other ways of control. Oh, it doesn't happen to you. That's right. It doesn't happen to you. It's just me. I'm just crazy. Don't worry. That's how they dismiss me. And you know what? If I was a child sex trafficker, I would dismiss me too, because I wouldn't want to hear about my scam being exposed. I would want anybody I would have to say that guy right there is a loony bin, because if you do listen to him, he's going to tell you that our system traffics children and that I make money for it. No. So that's what we're exposing here at Veteran Liberty Network, is the child and human sex trafficking cartel and organization known as the United States government. You don't think there's going to be retaliation for that? You don't think that fat fuck J.B. Pritzker and Asa Hutchinson didn't shake hands? What if I told you I've got the documents? I've got the documents. Tune in at 9 o'clock, Veteran Liberty Network. We're going to discuss it. No, we've got the actual evidence. We've got the actual evidence of their collusion to politically assassinate and potentially assassinate the president of Veteran Liberty Network. We got their underhand, under the table handshake. It's documented. We have all of their information. And in due time, our network of grunge veteran journalists will take all that evidence and we will combine it and accumulate it into a palatable video for everybody to watch, because it's all we can do. And if we can't help ourselves at Veteran Liberty Network, we'll never be able to help the veteran community at large. And I think the veteran community at large needs to know how this works, because if you're coming out of the military fresh off your statist Buddhist tour, you're about to get smashed like a fuck with a 9 million pound fucking hammer. And you're gonna wish that you would listen to people like me who are raising that red flag. You're gonna wish it. It's always people 5 years, 4 years. I haven't seen my kid 2 years. Well, where were you 2 years ago? Oh, CJ, I have to apologize to you. I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't know that they were doing this until it was my kid, until it was my family. I called you crazy. I made fun of you, CJ. I called you stolen valor, CJ. I made fun of you with your inverted flag because the court system screwed you over. Oh, you haven't seen your kid in how long now, guy, that was making fun of me? Oh. Okay, well, you're lucky that I have what we call humanity, and I realize what I'm facing. So, that being said, it's 9 o'clock. I'll see you guys over at the Veteran Liberty Network chat there. So, you guys have a good day or don't. The choice is always yours.